The Kanaka Maoli, right? So if we were to say Tangata Maori, it'd be a Tongan word. Now, the Maoris, they call themselves the Kanaka Whenua. Whenua in Tongan means island or land. They share the same term, Kanaka and Maoli. Hawaii and New Zealand do. Because the Maoris call themselves Maoris, but doesn't take that big of a jump to know that Maoli and Maori probably mean the same thing. And I couldn't find a definition for either. Hawaiians say it means ancient Hawaiian, and the Maoris say it means ancient New Zealander. They both same those two terms. They share those two terms, Kanaka and Maori or Maoli. I asked my dad if there's a Tongan term that sounds like Kanaka Maoli or Kanaka Maori, even though they call themselves Kanaka Whenuas. And he said, "Oh, you mean Tangata Maori?" And I was like, "What?" There's a Tongan similarity. He was like, "Yeah, go Tangata Maori." And he was telling me this in Tongan. He was like, "Go Tangata Maori is the person that deals with the new life." And I was like, "What do you mean?" And he was like, it's in the beginning of life, when born and birth and all that. It's that person. And that's who we call the midwives. The guys who deliver, the people who deliver babies are Tangata Maoris. And I was like, so could Kanaka Maori and Kanaka and Maori mean similar things if it's dealing with new beginnings or new life or new birth? It blew my mind that similarity even existed, and that the term Tangata Maori, I never heard of that Tangata Maori as a Tongan term or phrase. If you put those together, it makes freaking perfect sense to me. The Kanaka Maoris are the ones who started a new life or a new birth, new beginning in Hawaii. And if you're a Kanaka and a Maori in New Zealand, it's whatever group or leader or whatever that was who started a new beginning and new life in New Zealand. And then the question comes up, new life from what? Or from who? And that's where the whole theory of, oh, okay, so if they were trying to break themselves from the capital of the empire, and they wanted to start their new areas or new places in their Kanaka Maoli areas, their new beginnings, then the breakoff seems to be from the capital of the empire, which theoretically leads me back to thinking, oh, so they're just trying to, Tongans breaking away from Tongans. If the Hawaiian Ks are the Tongan Ts, who knows when and how they even changed that, and the similarities in the language there, and the definition of it. I've never heard the definition of Kanaka Maoli. I've never heard the definition of Kanaka and Maori or besides Kanaka Whenua, if you change the K to the T, you get tangata, which means man. You get those phrases and those terms. But as far as a definition of the term itself, I never heard until my dad brought up the term tangata Maori, which Tongans apparently use for midwives or people who have to deal with new life or new birth or new beginnings, which then makes sense to me.